This is a video on what I'm for the time being calling a DCC/DC sound throttle. I did a video on it earlier when it was in Cruders, so this is kind of somewhat finalized. So it uses a HO sound decoder, ESU, for about $100, and it's on the top. And what it also does is it can transmit Bluetooth to a speaker, say like this one. And I've also got a speaker in this boxcar, a Bluetooth connected speaker. So it's powered by the DCC command station right there, which I put together for about $50. And so it's getting power from that station via these wires to the two on the end here, DCC in. Then the DCC is rectified with a bridge rectifier and dropped to 5 volts because the Bluetooth module here needs 5 volts. So it basically is going to supply DC output to the track through these wires here that come over, and I've got it on my track bus here. So right now the whole layout is not DCC. It's being powered by this sound decoder. I've got a DC loco here. I've got the boxcar that's got a bunch of electronics in it that has the Bluetooth speaker connected to the electronics, and just another empty boxcar in the back. So since it's a DCC decoder, I can use my Wi-Fi throttle to control the loco. So I've selected the loco here. It's loco number 3 up here. The power's turned on. There, the power's off. You can see in the left-hand side bottom, power's on. Right now the Bluetooth is flashing. It's going to connect automatically to the Bluetooth that's in the boxcar. So I can use any of the sound functions that the decoder is capable of, over 20 of them. I won't go through them here. But I also have a small speaker in an enclosure that would go inside of like an N-scale loco. This is a small one. I usually don't run this one because the sound quality is not as good. And I have a switch here that I can move either from the speaker here or to the one in the boxcar. I can control the volume somewhat with this knob here. Excuse me. So let's start the loco up. So it's going, actually I had it on the speaker over here. So it's going through the startup. Why I have it on this speaker, if I press the horn, bell, and that's a coupler sound, and I can go shut the engine down. Okay, now we'll switch it over, and it's on the boxcar and the engine's running, start to run. So now we have all the sounds coming to the boxcar behind the DC loco. So once you get used to a little bit, the sound, since it's so close to loco, your mind starts placing it in loco. At least it has with me. So we'll give the loco some throttle. It's in forward. And the sound decoder starts ramping up like it would in a DCC loco. So this is a DC loco. We're running it with a Wi-Fi throttle that I built for $50. And we can have all the sounds that the sound decoder is capable of. I can adjust the volume some. Here it's basically pretty well turned off on the other side. Increase it. Now the prime mover is slowing down, idling down. It's got pretty good throttle control, and I haven't run this loco very much. I bought it off of eBay. I haven't done anything to it. We'll put it in reverse. Go back to forward. We'll shut it down. So we're able to run, if you can turn sections of your track off and turn the DCC power off, but still get DCC power to this, you can run a DC engine on your layout in that power district. And you can have sound. It failed to mention the light bulb here is current protection in this situation. The regular circuit breaker in the DCC isn't going to cut the power, but this limits the track power to 1 amp. And the decoder's rated for 1.5 amps, so I feel pretty good. I've shorted the track, the light bulb comes on, nothing happens. I just remove the short, the light bulb goes off, and the engine continues on. So if you go this route, you're going to have like $100 in the sound decoder. The other electronics and switches and stuff here, figure another $15 or so. So for under $120, you could run DC locos on part of your DCC layout using this setup. So I'm going to end this part of the demo here, and in the next part I'm going to show how we could put this boxcar behind a DCC loco on the same layout, a loco that doesn't have sound, and using the same setup we can play sound behind a loco that doesn't have sound with the boxcar behind it. So thanks for watching. This ends part 1. We'll come to part 2 a little bit later. Thank you.